but you drink, if you go to the Philippines, you drink San Miguel. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But then if you look into the company, it's wild. They're about, in U.S., I think their revenue is about $24.5 billion. They started in 1927. They started. No. I did the numbers wrong. I got to get this right.
Uh-oh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We better let Rory research some of these numbers.
I don't know. I don't know when they. No,
I will.
no. I don't know.
You're the color commentary, Jared.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know when they started making beer. I forgot to look that up. But then in 1927, they started bottling Coca-Cola. In 1981, they spun off their business to become Coca-Cola bottlers. So if you're driving through the Philippines, you'll see these big Coca-Cola things. So that's San Miguel. Keeping in mind, everywhere you go, there's beer, you see San Miguel. So they're everywhere in beer, everywhere for Coca-Cola. Then in 2001, they bought Pure Foods Corporation, which is the biggest food corporation in the Philippines. Then...
Tender, juicy hot dogs.
Yes. Have you ever... Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Hey, the ingredients nobody knows.
Oh, but they do go really well
Nobody
with
wants to know.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to know.
2 a.m. though, San Miguel and some juicy hot dogs with a little red dye in them. Oh boy. And yes, they do put red dye in them. Then in 2008, they required a 40% share in PNOC by 50, and then in 2010, they acquired 50.1% of Petron, which is the gas station you see all over the place.
Is it like a in the Philippines? Is it pretty much like one gas station?
No, there's other ones.
Brands?
It would be similar to seeing a Petro-Canada, though. They're just kind of everywhere. They're not the only ones.
They trade in Hong Kong.
There you go. My wife's father was a banker in Hong Kong, so that's all sort of So you see how they're just expanding and expanding. Now they also, and I don't know the year they started doing this. Now they also own a whole bunch of private toll highways.
Oh yeah.
So you drive through the Philippines, and what you do is you want to you drive basically up and above the city.
Oh, like in Mexico.
Like these double deckers. Yeah. And you drive through, you pay your toll, and you fly through the city.
No, our Cementation's parent company, Marion Roberts, had what they call how train, which was a toll transportation system, and it's high capital, but it's low operating costs and long-term good revenue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you get to that break-even point where your cash flow overtakes your operating costs, and you begin to, it becomes a cash cow, but you have to have the money up front to do it. Actually, I want to add this for another future topic, because I was thinking about it. Like, there's this, because I saw like San Miguel, they had lost money last year, and Jared, you said they probably bought a highway.
Yeah.
So what I love about like these companies that make massive profits, especially if they're in like not manufacturing, but if they're in like construction, as an example, if they make $1 billion in profit, are they good to just keep that and like build up on that, or should they go and get another $10 billion in debt financing that they only have to pay once a year, and then in 10 years, as they grow, they just have to basically do a swap or even borrow more? And so what's interesting is it's a good debate. Like, would it be better for shareholders in the company to bring on that extra cash flow because they know with that $1 billion they made, they can probably service that for 10 years?
Well, the question, just quickly, though, is it's like, is it a good operating move, or is it good for the shareholders? Because sometimes those kind of have different motivations, right?
Can you spend that capital to bring proper return?
Yeah, and keep the shareholders on board.
Or are you just sending out interest payments and have this wall of cash that you can't distribute?
Well, what I thought was interesting with them is if you sort of see that chronology of what they did, that's like, okay, we started bottling beer, now we're bottling Coca-Cola, now we're buying food, similar, but we're getting outside a little bit.
Now we're
Now we're
bottling
buying-
traffic.
No, now we're buying the gas to fuel
Right,
the
gas
traffic.
first.
Yeah.
Now we're
Right.
buying like that long-term heavy infrastructure.